Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of the System Recap. Hope you're doing well. Let's get right into this thing. Just going to talk about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's games. Twins won a series. It was not a pretty series against the Rockies at home, but they won it. And not a particularly good weekend across the system. There you see the records there. Do want to call out that Fort Myers is 43-30 now. They finished just 2.5 games back in the first half standings in their division, and they are off to a 6-2 start in the second half. So Mighty Mussels team to watch for sure. We're going to talk a bunch about the Mighty Mussels in this one, because they had a bunch of big performance. News and notes. Lots of returnees from the injured list. Awesome to see. Hendry, Mendez, and Kaelen Culpepper rejoined the Saints. Bailey Ober started a rehab assignment with Cedar Rapids. There was a couple guys that did land on the IL, including Ricky Castro, who'd kind of been catching my eye with St. Paul. But Reed Mooring is on his way back to the Mighty Mussels. He's on a rehab assignment with the FCL Twins. And again, that's there's probably more transactions, many more than that, but those are the ones that stood out to me. And on Monday, that's when a lot of stuff goes down. So if you remember my last weekend, like Merrick Houston got promoted. There was a bunch of guys that got promoted in between me uploading and recording. So be on the lookout for some moves. 3 stars of Friday, though. 3rd star, J.P. Smith the second. Again, talking a lot about Fort Myers here. In fact, all 3 stars from Friday were Mighty Mussels. J.P. Smith had a homer and a walk in that one in a 2-hit game. Jason Reitz for Fort Myers was a 2nd star, 4 2/3 innings with 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 3 walks, kind of noteworthy for him because he's such a good control guy. Kind of funny, the 6'11", huge man. It's almost like the Bailey Ober thing. This is a very big guy. You would think like, oh, the velo is going to be, and he throws much harder than Bailey Ober. Usually tops out around 95, 96. But anyway, Wrights a 1.96 ERA and 0.87 WHIP with Fort Myers so far. So another good shutout performance from him. 1st star, though, Murphy Hernandez of the Mighty Mussels. There he is, guy who started the year in the FCL. On Friday, he went 2 for 3 with a homer, a walk, and 2 stolen bases. Not a guy known for his power, so pretty big deal that he hit a home run in a 2-hit effort. He started the year with 10 games in the FCL and then has now been with Fort Myers for 24 games. In those 34 total games, this guy has 29 stolen bases, 29 steals in 34 games, has been successful in 88% of his stolen base attempts. So Murphy Hernandez, but that's part of what's so fun about minor leagues is you see a lot different player types. There's guys that steal bases in the major leagues, but you see way more of the running game and way more of these super athletic guys whose primarily tool is their speed in the minors. So Murphy Hernandez, maybe not the guy that you're going to go out and specifically look for if you're putting on a Mussels game, but a guy who you're probably going to have fun watching in between the guys you're really out there looking for. Honorable mentions from Friday: John Klein, Orlando Arcia, Maddox Houghton, Ivran Romero, and Caden Kendall. Do want to call out Ryan Sprock when 0 for 4 did draw a walk, so his on-base streak was extended, but his long hitting streak was snapped on Friday. Moving on to the 3 stars of Saturday, Ben Ross had a nice game for St. Paul. He's been very solid for them, playing a lot of center, and while Kaelen Culpepper was out, playing a lot of shortstop, as you see in this one, 3 for 4 with a double and a home run. So he's continued to play well. Not quite as well as he was with Wichita, but he was on a crazy run there to start the year. 2nd star, Ty Langenberg for the Saints. He threw 5 shutout innings of 1-hit ball. And Langenberg, he's been a good innings guy. He ranks 3rd in the system in innings with 64 2/3, but he's only 1 out behind the leaders, Sam Armstrong and Merritt Jones, both the leaders with Langenberg, 1 out behind them. But he couldn't outdo Preston Johnson. Very impressive outing for Wichita for this indie ball signing of the Twins. Though he was a former Orioles farmhand, so he has plenty of time in affiliated ball. 4 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts over 4 no-hit innings for Preston Johnson. He has 38 strikeouts in 28 2/3 innings with the Wind Surge. Does have a 4.71 ERA, so he's been kind of inconsistent in terms terms of run prevention, but striking out a lot of guys. Definitely on the radar after, again, signing from the indie ball. I think he's had been in AAA with the Orioles briefly, but looking good in AA here. Saturday's honorable mentions include CJ Culpepper, Noah Cardenas, Aaron Sabato, Orlando Arcia, and Eduardo Tait, who hit another home run. And Fort Myers was postponed on Saturday, so a bit of a lighter load there. Moving on to the 3 stars of Sunday, Hendry Rojas in a premium AAA matchup of him and Hunter Green, and they both lived up to expectations. Rojas still not really going deep into games, with 3 innings of 1-hit shutout ball, no walks, which is a big thing for him, and 3 strikeouts. Second star, Danny De Andrade, guy who's not having a great year, but 3 for 4 with a double, a walk, and a stolen base for Cedar Rapids on Sunday. And then first star, Luis Fragoza, guy who I've talked about, doesn't even have a mugshot on MILB. I had to go find a picture of him elsewhere. Guy I've mentioned a few times and tried to call out in the honorable mentions. 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 2 runs, and 3 RBI. This kid is 19 years old, from Venezuela. His home runs were hit with exit velos of 106 and 104.1. He has played all 3 outfield positions in addition to third base, as you see there, in first base. He has a 999 OPS in 29 games with the Mussels. If we set the minimum plate appearances to 100 in the Florida State League, that would rank 4th as a 19-year-old in the Florida State League. His K percentage isn't too alarming considering his production. It's at 25.8, but he does only have a 5.6 walk percentage in a league where the league average is 12.5. So he's definitely up there to hit, gets the bat off his shoulder, and is doing damage. But I'm curious to see if that holds up. We'll see. Fun guy to watch so far, though. Sunday honorable mentions: Kyle DeBarge, Merrick Houston, who again is up in AA, Michael Ross, Hendry Shavili, Ricardo Paez, who's a new name to me with Fort Myers, another young guy. And then want to call up Bailey Ober, did go 3 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits and 3 runs, though. Only struck out 1 batter as well. And then Kaelen Culpepper, in his return to the Saints, was a DH, went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Let's take a look at the updated year-to-date scoreboard. Merrick Houston has pulled into a tie at the top with Kaelen Culpepper, with Alan Roden within striking distance. Ryan Sprock has really shot out this month. And then Ben Ross kind of keeping himself in that conversation as well. So a little bit of a quicker recap today because I'm a little short on time, but thanks for watching this one. Let me know if you have any other questions about the weekend action. And check out Limestone Pipeline for more minor league highlights. Lots of draft coverage there. $4 a month on Patreon from me and Jamie Cameron. So thanks for checking this one out. We'll talk again soon.